2005 youth 67 kilogram final, semi-final, sorry.
So this is Callum Robertson and Luke McCavan. If you're just joining us on Boxing Scotland's YouTube channel and JATVLive.
Boxing out of the red corner, he represents the 99 Boxing Club. Here's Callum Robertson.
So these two have met each other before.
Facing him across the ring, boxing out of the blue corner, representing the Greenland Boxing Club, Luke McCavan.
And we've got a new option, we can switch to Boxing Scotland's ring camera so you get a better view. And here we go, round number one. Hi Adam, so you're asking when Bruce is on. He'll be on in 6 bouts time. He'll be boxing in the 60 kilogram elites. So hopefully you can win now. With the question when Bruce Mills is on, he'll be on in 6 bouts time. In the ring right now, we've got Callum Robertson and Luke McCavan. Met each other a few times. Recently in the Western Districts. Remember to let us know where you're watching from. This is bout number 3, the second bout, Patrick Payton and Sonny Kerr, was a walkover for Patrick Payton. We get a few walkovers today. So this will be a quiet day. I think there's 11 bouts in total. It was scheduled 20 initially. Yeah, I believe this will be 3 2-minute rounds. And if you are looking for the details, if you check out boxingscotland.org, you'll find the plans for the whole tournament, who's boxing who. And while I'm on the subject, make sure you're liking and subscribing, either if you're watching on JTV or on Boxing Scotland's page. Got a fair few people watching just now. Let us know where you're watching from. Don't forget to tag people in so they know. So we're going into round number 2. If you like the graphics, let us know. We worked hard on it last night. And this is Cam Robertson and Luke McCavanagh if you're just joining us. We're here at the Ravenscraig Sporting Facility in Wishaw, Motherwell. My name's Jamie O'Neill and you're watching on JTV Scotland but also on Boxing Scotland. And they've kindly let us use their camera as well, so we can switch to that right now. You get a better view of the ring. It's us for round number 2. Once again, if you're just joining us, we've got Callum Robertson and Luke McCavanagh in the ring. This is Boxing Scotland's Elite and Youth Championships here at the Ravenscraig Sporting Facility in Motherwell. And I'll just quickly say hello. Hi guys, my name is Jamie O'Neill. You're watching on Boxing Scotland's YouTube channel, also on JTV and JTV's YouTube and Facebook channels. We're just about to go into round number 3 and we'll switch to Boxing Scotland's live camera feed so we get a better view of what's in the ring. CJ Tarbert, you're asking who's up next with Ryan Murray and Brandon Murray. Don't think they're a relation. We've got a few walkovers after that. Then Josh Mullen, Jack Doyle, Shazman Pernays, Liam Pedman, Zach McGuckin and Alexander Reed before we move into the elites. So as I said, these two boxers did meet at the Western District Finals. And Luke McCavanagh has also boxed Leo Church from Antonine Boxing at their home show in December. So we do have about 9 walkovers, so it means we've cut down from 20 bouts down to about 11. Well, thank you for tuning in. We will be here over this weekend and next. There are 2 rings on tomorrow, so Boxing Scotland and us will split up the work.
Ladies and gentlemen, a fantastic bout there. Show your appreciation for 2 fantastic boxers. Your referee is comparing against both boxers together. Winner, and now through to the youth 2005 67 kilogram final. On a unanimous decision in the red corner, Colin Wilson. Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your applause going for his opponent, Luke McCavanagh.
So well done to both boxers there. Callum successful once again. Guys, don't forget, if you want to advertise your business on future Boxing Scotland live streams, you can get in touch. You can email inquiries@boxingscotland.org. So good afternoon, my name is Jamie O'Neill. You're just joining us. We've got a fair few bouts left. As I said, it was 20, go down to 11 in total. We're just moving on to Ryan Murray and Brandon Murray. Not related. And now look at these visuals pop on the screen. Right, 3, 2, 1, you ready? Look at that. So in the red corner, Brandon Murray. And we have
is the 2005 Youth 67 kg semi-final. Let's introduce you to your boxers.
Here we go. We can cut to the All Scotland camera.
He represents the Sparta Boxing Club. He is Ryan Murray. Facing him across the ring, boxing out of the blue corner, representing the Spring Hill Boxing Club, Brandon Murray. Your referee in charge is Mr. George Brown. 3-minute rounds.
So this is going into round number 1. And we'll have the higher view there for you to enjoy. So guys, we're just about to go into round number 2. So Ryan Murray in the red corner and Brandon Murray in the blue. You're watching Boxing Scotland Youth and Elite Championships here at the Ravenscraig Sport Facility in Motherwell. And don't forget to like and subscribe, regardless of what channel you're watching. It does support us in doing more and covering more events. So we'll switch back to Boxing Scotland's live camera so you can see what's going on at a greater height. I do like that camera. I know people were complaining the last time because we were so low down, but that's something we're working on. But so it's good that we're able to share the cameras today.
Ladies and gentlemen, show your appreciation for both these boxers in the ring. The winner now through to the Youth 2005 67 kg final. On a disqualification in the blue corner, Brandon Murray.
So well done to Brandon there in the blue corner.
Show your appreciation for his opponent, Ryan Murray.
Well done to Ryan. So, next up will be Josh Mullen and Jack Doyle after we've got 2 walkovers.
Bout number 5 of the afternoon was the 2005 71 kilogram semi-final. We have a walkover going through to the final. Esosa Osemwege. Bout number 6 of the afternoon was the 2005 75 kilogram semi-final. Going through to the final on a walkover, Nathan Stitchell.
So, in the ring, we have
Bout number 7 of the afternoon is the 2005 Youth 86 kilogram semi-final.
Josh Mullen in the red and Jack Doyle in the blue.
Let's introduce you to your boxers. Boxing out of the red corner, he represents the Spring Hill Boxing Club. He is Josh Mullen. His opponent facing him across the ring, representing the Barnum Boxing Club, Jack Doyle. Your referee challenge is Paul O'Connor. 3 3-minute rounds.
So we're going to get round number 1 here at Boxing Scotland's Youth and Elite Championships. Josh Mullen in the red and Jack Doyle in the blue. Your ring announcer for today is Vincent Keane. So he'll keep us up to date with everything that's going on in the ring. Now I'm going to set up a winners cam at the opposite side of the stage so we can cut to that when the winners are announced. Just give me a wee second and I'll be back. So that's me back here in round number 2. Here with Josh Mullen and Jack Doyle. So now we do. So we'll just be going to round number 3 in a wee second, but while I've got you, this is our winners cam, so what I'm going to cut to now is going to show you what the audience see. And we'll cut back to that when the winners are announced. So we're getting into round number 3 of bout number 7, Josh Mullen and Jack Doyle. And we've got the advantage of the Boxing Scotland ring cam for you to watch.
Pressure, Josh, pressure. Keep that jab. Jab the heat up. That's it. What there? That's it.
And again, Josh, come on, very strong.
That's it, Josh. 1, 2, come on. What there, Josh? That's where we work inside.
Uppercuts with your
Jab, jab.
jab. No way, Josh. Come on, Josh, last time.
Dig deep, Josh. Come on.
Punch, punch, punch.
That's it.
That's all right.
Target jab. Come on. Head up. Don't go down there. Keep top. Jab, jab. Come on. Yes, Josh. Jab. Come on. 1, 2 there. Don't be lazy now. Don't be lazy now, Josh. Josh, last 30 seconds. Come on. Work hard. Hands up. Come on. Back with the jab. Come on, son. That's it. 1, 2. Good.
Oh, Josh, very strong.
10 seconds, Josh. 10 seconds. Come on. Come on.
Come on, Josh, very strong.
Come on. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, show your appreciation for both these boxers. Another fantastic crowd there.
So we're going to pass back to the winners camera, which I'll let you see the winners announced, hopefully. First time we've done it. There's a wireless camera. It's maybe a slight delay.
The winner now is moving to the youth 2005 86 kilogram final on a unanimous decision. And the red corner, Josh Mullen. Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your opponent's opponent, Jack Doyle.
So not an amazing camera, it was alright. There's a slight delay. So next up, Shadman Perniz,
So number 8 in the afternoon
Leon Penman.
was the 2004 16.5 kilogram semi-final. This is a walkover in the heated final is Christian Pachite. Bout number 9, boxers to the ring, please.
That's Shadman Perniz in the red corner, and Leon Penman is just entering the ring.
Bout number 9 of the afternoon is the youth 2004 67 kilogram semi-final. Let's introduce you to your boxers. Boxing out of the right corner, he represents the Peaceville Boxing Club. He is Shadman Perniz. His opponent facing him across the ring. Boxing for the Paralympic Miners Boxing Club, Leon Penman. Your referee in charge is Mr. Stephen Morrison. 3 3-minute rounds.
So that's it for round number one. If you look at your screens now, in the blue represents Scotland is Rob Roy's Aaron Cullen, who just in the last 20-30 minutes won gold at the multi-nation event in Lithuania. So it's a lot of boxers out and about. You get Sam Hickey as well, and it's another Rob Roy boxer who's boxing today as well. There's another live stream going on. We'll try and get the link for that. Sonny Kerr from Byron Boxing is also online. But back to the action here. Round number two, Chasman Pernays and Liam Penman. But massive congratulations to Aaron Cullen. Both Liam Penman and Chasman Pernays, both experienced boxers. Chasman has featured on JTV many times. He's also a TikTok star, for anybody that follows him on TikTok. I can see since the last time we've seen him, back when he boxed at Jury's, the home show, he does look a lot fitter. a lot of stamina, which you need to bring if you're planning and taking part in these championships. Over the course of the 2 weekends, there is a lot of the big names of amateur boxing. Let me know who you're wanting to watch. It was Lennon Mulligan, forgive me, I know Lennon well. So they're also boxing today. If you go on Boxing Scotland's Facebook channel, Facebook page, you'll see the links for both the rings. So we get Sam Hickey and Lennon Mulligan. They both compete at the European Under-22 Championships. Last 10 seconds of round number 2. Shazman steps up a gear. Once again, we're here at the Ravenscraig Sport Facility in Motherwell. My name is Jamie O'Neill. You're watching on Boxing Scotland's YouTube channel and JATV's Facebook and YouTube pages. So, Aaron Cullen was fighting Joseph Slepchik from is a Czech boxer, and Sonny Kerr and Lithuania's Ulbis Paluis. I'm hopeless with names. Is on live now, so you can check over at Boxing Scotland's Facebook page for all the links. And don't forget, as I mentioned earlier, we've got Lennon Mulligan and Sam Hickey. So we go to round number 3. And we'll jump up to Boxing Scotland's live cam. So I don't know everyone that's competing. I know there's a few fair boxers that have been travelling out with the UK, but also there's a few boxers that are travelling down south. So good luck to everyone who's competing, and well done. I'll shout out to Alec Mullen. I know he's watching at home. We had a chat last night. Well, I'm just checking over these walkovers. So I think Aiden Gemmel's still boxing today. And then you have another boxer on tomorrow. Got the final round here with Shazman Pernays in the red corner and Liam Penman from Cleland in the blue. Stephen Morrison, great support of JTV as your referee in the ring. And the next bout will be Zach McGuckin and Alexander Reid. so off. I was asking if we on in 3 bouts time. So get 2 more bouts and then Sol's on afterwards. So we will switch to that winners camp.
Ladies and gentlemen, another fantastic semi-final there. Show me your page. Your referee, Mr. Morrison, with his blue boxes together. The winner, and now is through to the 2004 67 kilogram final on a 3-2 split decision. In the red corner, JATVLive.
So down to Shazman there.
Christian, keep the applause going for his opponent, Liam Penman.
And Liam Penman. So next up we'll have Zach McGuckin and Alexander Reid. And if you're just joining us, my name's Jamie O'Neill, you're watching JATVLive across many social media platforms today. Boxing Scotland's link. I feel like I've got a lot of power. And he watched up and said, Boxing Scotland will kick me off. Where's everyone watching from? Let me know. We'll see who the furthest is away.
Number 10, boxers to the way.
So, this is in the red corner, Zach McGuckin from Jonesy's, and in the blue corner, Alexander Reid from Rob Roy.
Number 10 in the afternoon is the Youth 2004 71 kilogram semi-final. Let's introduce you to your boxers. Boxing out of the red corner, he represents the Jonesy's Boxing Club. He is Zach McGuckin. His opponent facing him across the ring in the blue corner, representing the Rob Roy Boxing Club, Alexander Reid. The referee charges Mr. Donald Campbell with 3 3-minute rounds.
We've just got word now, Sonny Kerr from Byron Boxing Club has taken silver in the multi-national event in Lithuania. It's well done to Sonny, representing Scotland abroad. And Aaron Collins, stablemate, is in the ring right now. Alexander Reid from Rob Roy in the blue corner, boxing Zach McGuckin in the red. Guys, don't go anywhere, you're watching JATVLive's coverage of Boxing Scotland's Youth and Elite Championships here at the Ravenscraig Sports Facility in Motherwell. We've got 1 ring today, 2 rings tomorrow, and then we'll be back next weekend as well for some finals. So this will be the last bout for the youth division, then we'll move on to elites. We have Bruce Mills and Kyle McNeil, Colin Kearney and Paul Saw, Charlie Doig and Aidan Gemmell, John Stevenson and Mark Johnson, and then we've got about 4 walkovers, and then we'll have Daniel Berry and Chris Nesbitt, and then the final bout is also a walkover. So Thomas Tego, how you doing? Thanks for watching from the North Sea. How is it up there? The weather's nice here in Motherwell. Might not keep a bit rough up there. It's still snowing. Ahmed Salih's asking senior starts. We'll start after this bit. I don't know if they're going to have a break. I don't think they will, so maybe a shorter day. But you never know what these officials are like. Don't forget to check out boxingscotland.org where they've got all the details. They're amazing at putting this stuff up where you get information beforehand. Yeah, that's why we were able to do all our visuals. We go with round number 1 between Zach Naguki and Alexander Reid. So just want to say another congratulations, well done to Aidan Cullen and Sonny Kerr, who's boxing at a multinational event in Lithuania. And in a separate event, you can get the links on Boxing Scotland's Facebook page with Lennon Mulligan and Dundee's Sam Hickey. So we go with round number 2. This is Zach Naguki in the red corner, Alexander Reid in the blue. Great boxing in the ring. This is obviously a quieter event for the novices, but you wouldn't know that listening to these coaches and supporters. As I said, this competition really brings out the big names of Scottish boxing, and you really need to bring your A game to be able to compete in this tournament. Don't forget you can watch back the whole event on JATVscotland.com/JATVLive. Final 10 seconds now, round number 2. Zach McGuckin in the blue, red corner, and Alexander Reid in the blue. So we've got one more round before we move on to the elites with Bruce Mills and Kyle McNeil. I know there's a few people watching online. Don't forget, if you want to advertise on future Boxing Scotland live streams or for more information on upcoming tournaments and events, please email inquiries@boxingscotland.org. You think back to the novice championships, there was nearly about 120,000 views across all the rings across the 2 weekends. So it's a great opportunity if you want to advertise your business and support, obviously, the development of the live streaming. So we're going into the third and final round here of our last youth bout between Zach McGuckin and Alexander Reid. And we'll cut to my favourite camera where you can see all the action, Boxing Scotland's live feed. Boxing there between Zach McGuckin and Alexander Reid. We now cut to that ring camera, which takes a wee bit to refresh. So the noise might be a bit overwhelming because we're picking up noise from both.
The judges' scorecards are in. The winner now is through to the 2004 71 kilogram final. On a 4-1 split decision, and the red corner, Zach McGugan.
So unlucky there for Alexander Reid, and well done to Zach McGugan. Both an amazing performance.
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your applause going for his opponent, Alexander Reid.
There was talk of there possibly being a little break. So let's see what goes on in a little second. Yeah, the next boxers are making their way to the ring. This will be Bruce Mills, Kyle McNeil.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the youth element semi-finals. So we will now move on to the elites preliminary contests. We'll be having one bout in the elites, and then we'll be having a short comfort break for the officials. Where are we? Let's sit.
Sorry, in the red corner we've got Bruce Mills from Skyax and Kyle McNeil from Juries. In the blue.
Bout number 11 of the afternoon is an elite contest at 60 kilograms. This is a preliminary bout. Let's introduce you to your boxers. Boxing out of the red corner, he represents the Skyax Boxing Club. He is Bruce Mills. His opponent facing him across the ring, boxing out of the blue corner, representing Jury's Boxing Club, Kyle McNeil. Your referee in charge is Mr. John McKenna. 3 3-minute rounds.
This is round number 1. First of our elites. Kyle McNeil in the blue and Bruce Mills in the red. If you are watching from Dundee, how are you doing? You're going to be busy in a few weeks. You'll notice Paul Keane in the corner for Bruce Mills. Yeah, he's worked hard over the years to get a show, and Canuck Boxing Scotland have decided to put one up in the Caird Hall. In a few weeks you can follow JTV Raw's Facebook page for information about that, or check over Canuck Boxing Scotland's page. Shout out to Jim Smith, our official. He's been a great support of JTV and my phone shops. I've had that. Hi to Vicky Ellis, the super excited mum. I'm guessing you're watching from Dundee. And hi to Kimberly Amer and Geraldine McNeil. So this tournament does see boxers coming from all over Scotland. As I said, this is where you usually find the big names of Olympic style amateur boxing. A few boxers that I've covered since we started JTV on 2019. We've filmed Kyle a few times. And in the coming weeks and months we've got a almost full schedule at Olympic style shows, some pro shows in between. Really nice work there from KO. Bruce is using that ring well. And getting big powerful shots in. Michaela's trying to get Bruce in the back foot. So 4 bouts after this. Going into the last 10 seconds now of round number 1. It's a nice box there from both boxers. So KO is trying to force Bruce back, but Bruce is using the ring space well and looking for those opportunities to land those powerful blows. As you're watching Boxing Scotland's Youth and Elite Championships here at Ravenscraig Sport Facility, don't forget, if you do want to advertise in future Boxing Scotland live streams, then you can email inquiries at boxingscotland.org, and also check out boxingscotland.org for all the information from this weekend and next weekend. As I said, there is the big names, Olympic style boxing. There's a few boxers who've won the regional tournaments, and now they'll be home to make a name for themselves at the nationals. We go round number 2. So Bruce Mills from Skyax in the red corner and Kyle McNeil from Juries in the blue. You see the pace of the youth and elites is a lot different from the novices. You've got more time in that ring. Pace yourself. Obviously, more experienced boxers. Referee John McKenna. Just watching, just reminding Bruce to keep his head up. I think that's about the 3rd time between the 2 rounds. So Colin Kearney is up next with Paul Soar. His mum's watching, so hello to her. We are back in the ring. We have Kyle McNeil and Bruce Mills. So this is the first bout of the youth, the elites. It's our 7th bout of today, and a few walkovers. You let me know who you're wanting to see, Minnie McGarvey, I'll let you know when they're on. And don't forget, you can check back all the bouts. You can watch it live now. On JATVScotland.com/JATVLive, and you can watch it back later on today. So this is a lot of camera event compared to the novices. With 3 rings in the novices, nearly 800 boxers registered. Nuts. So 1 round left. between Bruce Mills and Kel McNeil. So next up, we've got Colin Kearney, Paul Zoa, Charlie Doig, Aidan Gemmell, John Stevenson, Mark Johnston. And then we've got 4 walkovers before we get to Daniel Berry, Chris Nesbitt. And then the final bout, which was Aaron Devine and Sean Docherty, is also a walkover. So stay with us, not long left. This is bout number 3 here at Boxing Scotland Youth and Elite Championships. You're watching JATVLive's coverage across Boxing Scotland and JTV Raw's YouTube and Facebook pages. We will cut back now. The Boxing Scotland's live cam, a bit higher. You can see a bit more of the action. So we just go to the winners cam. We announce the winner. It does cut off slightly as it just reconnects. So,
ladies and gentlemen, show your appreciation for the first round elite contest. A fantastic
you can see it now.
No, we listen to Taylor brings both boxes together. We'll go to scorecards out. The winner and through to the next round of the elite 60 kg male contest by unanimous decision in the blue corner,
So well done there to Kyle. Now before the next bout,
Bruce Mills. Ladies and gentlemen, your officials are going to take a short comfort break.
Oh, so they're going to have a comfort break. I knew that was coming soon.
30 minutes. 30-minute break.
Okay, guys, so joining me is Ben from Boxing Scotland, who's my plug. He's the one that set all this up. So Ben, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine, Jamie. Yourself?
I'm good, man. I'm good. It's always a bit hectic when I first come in and set up, so I try not to even say hello to anybody. But we're set up, good to go. But the first time we've set a live stream across both JTVs and
simulcast.
Boxing, yeah.
We've got a simulcast.
So, I mean, we're getting there. It's not as ideal, but we're looking at some of the stuff going on in Lithuania, which is just amazing.
Yeah, it looks quite professional, but we're getting there. I mean, the thing for us is we'd never live streamed before August. We'd never done it before, so we've come a long way in a short time, and I think every time we do an event we learn something and we're just getting better and better, so we hope everyone's enjoying it. And you know, the great thing is people are able to tune in wherever they are in the country or abroad and watch some boxing, which is great.
So I know definitely we've got somebody in the North Sea who's watching, so he said hello to us. But I mean, sometimes you're finding people, I think we had somebody in Iraq that was supporting one of the jury's events, so I mean, it is good. At the beginning there's all these problems that you go through with the sort of the connections and stuff, but you're happy today, you got a present, you got a 5G router.
We've got a 5G router, so the big thing for that is we're going to be able to improve the picture quality. So when we first started streaming, we had HD cameras, but the Wi-Fi wasn't strong enough, so we had to bring the quality down so it didn't buffer. So yeah, Marianne thankfully went out and purchased a 5G. It was a nice little present today. So yeah, I think we're going to stream, because the last thing people want is it to buffer. So
I know some of the comments, I mean, we get during the novices, particularly 800 boxers, so you think of the families and the people who, especially because it was kind of just still coming out of COVID, some people wasn't too sure about travelling, which is another reason why we do the live streams. It's just so if people do feel a bit like don't want to travel because of COVID and that. But the comment sections were crazy across the three channels trying to keep up. But if there is an issue with the live stream, people tell you about it.
Yeah.
But I mean, people need to bear in mind, I mean, we do this for free, it goes out. We do give people the opportunity, we try our best, and we are getting better, as I said, as we go on.
Yeah, it feels very serene today because we've only got the one ring.
I know, it's pure chilling.
Spectators, I mean, coming from last month with 3 rings, and you couldn't have squeezed anyone else in here, spectator-wise, which was great to see, especially after the last couple of years that we've all had. Feels nice and quiet today, but tomorrow we're back to 2 rings.
Yeah.
So tomorrow we've got the youth finals. All the finals for the youths will be in 1 ring, and then we have the elites in another ring. Quarterfinals. So every bout tomorrow in the elites will be a quarterfinal, building into next weekend with the elite semi-finals, and then our elite finals on the 9th of April. So so next week will be a bit, tomorrow will be a bit busier. So I think the plan is I'm going to take 1 ring on the Boxing Scotland channel.
Yep.
You're going to take 1 ring on the JATV channel. So if anyone's wanting to watch, just have a look. Both our channels, and you'll be able to find that tomorrow. So
Boxing Scotland's always sharing, there's a lot of information even going out today. We'd mentioned some of the boxers that were boxing earlier in Lithuania. The other tournaments, is it Belarus?
Yeah, so we've got a multi-nation event in Lithuania just now. Had 2 representatives at that, both in the final today. Aaron Cullen from Rob Roy got gold, so congratulations to him.
Yep.
And then we had Sonny Kerr from Byron Boxing Club up in Aberdeen. Unfortunately, he got the silver. We saw a wee bit of that. The first 2 rounds were quite close, and the final 3rd round he won clear. Unfortunately, all the judges went for the boy. It was a boy from Lithuania as well, in Lithuania. He got the decision for the first 2 rounds. One of those things. But I think he can take a lot from his performance, especially that 3rd round he boxed really, really well. So I'm sure he'll come back strong. And then we've got, the European under-20.
So for that, it's Lennon Mulligan and Sam Hickey. I was going to say, both of these guys are, I think they're out the country more than they are inside the country. Even during COVID, a lot of the elites were still able to travel and go abroad.
So because we had the pathway that we've been developing over the last few years, we were able to designate them as elite athletes. So all the grassroots sports, as everyone remember, got shut down. So one of the great things was if we didn't have that pathway, they would have also been shut down. So because we had them as elite athletes in the High Performance Centre, we were able to keep them active which was really important for the development, especially with the Commonwealth Games this summer. Looking ahead to that. So in terms of this event, we had a message go out from Craig McAvoy, our national coach, just saying that there was a few boxers who normally would be here today who haven't been able to enter because they're at these competitions abroad. Yeah. And that's just the fact that the Commonwealth Games, the possibility for entry into that runs up until May. So these competitions on just now are pretty important for selection.
So is it that you need to have so many bouts under your belt before you can move on to these competitions, or how does it work?
It's no points, so you get points accrued depending on how successful you are.
Okay.
And then you need to get a certain amount of ranking points to be able to get into the Commonwealth Games squad, which is obviously in Birmingham this summer. So we're obviously very excited for that. I believe May 1st is when that closes. So it's going to be a busy time up till May 1st, and then I think the announcement will be the end of May, who's actually got on that squad. So we have a certain amount of confirmed spots we'll get as a country, and then we're hoping we can get 1 or 2 more. So I think we have 6 spots that'll be confirmed, but we're hoping we can have 7 or 8 athletes going down to Birmingham.
So a few weeks ago, you had you've had a few. You hosted the Scotland and England international, and there was also a Scotland and Ireland one. Was it Ireland a few weeks before that?
Ireland, yeah.
So obviously because the closeness to these tournaments, international tournaments, it was behind closed doors. From what I heard, it was an amazing event.
Particularly with Scotland v England, we want to get them the experience, but I guess we don't want to put the footage out there as well because there'll be other countries who are going to be taking part. It would give them a pretty good chance to study our boxers and England boxers. So that's why that was behind closed doors. But a great experience, for them. And great experience as well with some of our boxers getting onto the GB squad. Yeah. So in the last couple of months, we've had the likes of Rhys Lynch go and become a GB boxer down in Sheffield. And obviously Rhys was abroad in Spain with the GBs last week, which is great. Great to take advantage. It's such a good facility down there. It's great coaches. It's full time. So as much as we can
you see these boxers come on the development. Obviously, from the novices all the way up. You see boxers, even boxers that I've seen today, and ones that I'm looking forward to over the weekend. Is boxers that I've seen, but they've developed their skills, and when they are taking part in these pathway programs, they just come out. And when they represent Scotland, they always do so well, and it does give them that experience, but that international experience and recognition, which is brilliant. That's what you do get boxers that, for example, Josh Taylor, who then go to become world champions.
That's it. And I think there's a clear pathway now for everyone to see. I mean, we had some communications go up this week, which was all about how to become an Olympic boxer. So if you haven't seen that, there's a great video on our Facebook, on our YouTube. It's got Rhys Lynch in it as well, and Rob McCracken, who's obviously the head coach for GB. And they just explain the pathway onto that. So I think there's 2 clear pathways. One is if you get success at an international tournament, which is how Rhys did it with his bronze medal at the World Championships, you get offered a place. And then there's also nomination from your national federation. So Boxing Scotland can nominate people to go down to that, and they would get an assessment. So it's great to have people down there, and I think that's something you need to take advantage of.
Yeah. Especially, what Scotland's like. There's some sports that we really do well in, and others that we don't do so much. But there is a kind of buzz if you couple up what's going on with football and boxing, and there is a buzz now behind Scottish athletes, and the more successful they then become, then obviously the more attention and the more money and funding and that comes with it. It's a lot of people need to start maybe recognising to really get behind some of these boxers.
And it's a clear pathway for everyone as well. So we have the performance pathway. So that's done in each district. And there'll be 8 sessions. You have to attend at least 6 of those 8. And that's the starting point. And what we've said is that even if you go and achieve high level, the pathway starts there. And so they have to go on this performance pathway. So everyone's got the fair chance. So I think it just makes it open. Everyone knows now how to get onto one of the Scotland squads, and then from there you can progress up and up. Now we've got the GB pathway very firmly established, with some boxers down in Sheffield. So yeah, no, I think it's good to have that. Firstly, clear for everyone that that's the selection. It's not behind closed doors. It's not, oh, we're picking him and not picking him. No, it's open.
And even if, I mean, I was just thinking about it, Sam Hickey for Dundee, I know a lot of young boxers for Dundee, they look up to him. And even if they're not going to follow that pathway, it's still somebody who kind of becomes like even a local celebrity where they're like, that's somebody I can support. I want to get behind them. And I said there, like the last boxer from Skyax, Paul Keane's a professional boxer. They're now taking a professional show there, and I think different parts of Scotland are taking boxing a lot more seriously. And one thing I always say is that boxing clubs are often like the heart of the community, especially during times like lockdown, and that sometimes coaches were picking up and stuff that, say, social workers or teachers or parents weren't always seeing. And that's why I love boxing. I love going out to these wee gyms and meeting people at the beginning of the sort of boxing career, because then you come to events like this, you see people like, just we've seen Kyle McNeil there that I've seen for the last few years, and I said this is a calmer event for the novices, but also in the ring, a lot of the boxers are all more experienced. They obviously the rounds are a bit longer, so have to pace themselves. But it's just nice to see this skill.
It is, and you mentioned Skyax there. That's a good one. So that's obviously one of the clubs I helped come affiliated to Boxing Scotland. So that's always a good treat for me. With my role as a development officer in the north, a big part of that has been bringing new clubs in. So then when you get to see some of these clubs competing on this stage as well, it's great to see how they've come from, a phone call or an email, how did I set up a club, to now they're here boxing at the Elite Championships.
Right, so the plan is tomorrow, there's finals tomorrow?
Yeah, so tomorrow, youth finals, all the youth finals will be tomorrow, and that competition will come to a close, and we have elite bouts. Every one of those will be a quarter final. Okay. So
that's from tomorrow and next weekend? Or
next weekend we only have boxing on Saturday the 26th of March, and that is the elite semi-finals. So all of the elite semi-finals will be taking place on that date, and then we end with our elite finals on the 9th of April, Saturday the 9th of April. So that'll be exciting. Brilliant.
And we're going to try and do a bit more commentary, maybe grab some of the winners as well. And bring them on, have a wee chat just about how they found the competition and the pace. And it's always people that want to talk, but usually when they sit, they get a bit nervous. So I know it's a bit nerve-wracking, but this is chilled. This is easy. Yeah. You're very good at it. Your background is in journalism.
Yeah. So I did a degree in journalism, and then I worked for a newspaper in Aberdeen for a few years, the Evening Express. Did a wee bit of video journalism as well. So actually, when I did my degree...
Done with Sky, you said?
Sky Sports, the Sky Sports boxing team.
So that's it, I done a wee bit. Done a placement with Sky.
Yeah, that was great fun. So yeah, boxing was always my passion. And I remember getting told by I was doing my degree, stop writing about boxing. I had to do some news and some other stuff I didn't really want to do. So
that's the weird thing. We set up JTV as a page in 2017, and then because of my mates that were boxing, we were covering boxing all the time, and people were like, I'm not a boxing fan, so then we made JT Raw as like a separate focused boxing channel. But just the way it works, sometimes we're also people are messaging JTV saying, oh, where's the boxing on, and we have to dive in, but we cover it now in both, and that just shows you like how successful boxing becomes. But when one door opens, another one does, and then another one. So we both found ourselves streaming, which is good. But listen, thanks for talking to me. I know we'll go grab something before the boxing begins. Else we got to cover?
No, the only thing I want to say is, thank you for all your help. It's been great to have your assistance. Especially novices last month, 3 rounds.
Oh, it was crazy.
Couldn't have done it myself.
Crazy. But it was brilliant.
So no, you've been a great help, and I've seen some of your other shows as well. Brilliant.
It's always hectic, some of the shows, because like people, obviously there's alcohol at some of them, and people are kicking cameras and stuff, and you're just like, and there's never any space. I think. Yeah. Because they try, especially because these first shows are just back after COVID. Sometimes it's like people are just desperate to get in and see it.
That's it. I've had my issues as well with boxers almost knocking cameras off.
Oh, I know when they were punching the.
Yeah. So we had our cameras on top of some padding. around some steel beams, but it looks a bit like a punching bag.
Aye, so
so
they
the
can-
boxers get a little bit tempted to hit it. So I can, if you have seen our camera suddenly veer to the right during the stream, that's probably most
I've
likely
had
what it
all
was.
these myself. I could be talking to a camera and then somebody will just kick it and they just go, "Oh, sorry," and continue walking out. Listen, man, thanks so much
No,
for talking
you
to each other. I know we're still going to be in the vicinity, but shake your
Yeah.
hand so it's official.
Yeah.
And guys, we'll be back very, very soon with the rest of the elites. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more bouts for today. So we'll be back very, very soon. So hello, welcome back. As we have 4 more bouts left here at the Boxing Scotland Youth and Elite Championships. Next bout is
Bout number 12 of the afternoon is the men's elite 16.5 kilogram preliminary. Let's introduce you to your boxers. Boxing out of the red corner, he represents the Joneses Boxing Club. He is Colin Kearney. His opponent across the ring facing him out of the blue corner, representing the amazing Arthur Boxing Club, Saul Steele. Your referee in charge is Mr. George Brown. 3 3-minute rounds.
This is round number 1. Colin Kearney from Joneses and Paul Zoa from JATVLive Boxing Academy. We've seen Saul a few times, a few weeks ago, boxing at Hampden Stadium for Southside Boxing Academy's home show. He won that. A great boxer in great shape, but as is Colin Kearney. Nice back and forth there from both boxers. So up next after this we've got Charlie Doig, Aidan Gemo, John Stevenson, Mark Johnston, and then finally Daniel Berry and Chris Nesbitt. Josh Mullen's already boxed. He was the 4th bout on earlier. So you can rewind it back, or you can see the links at jtvscotland.com/JATVLive. Right, everyone watching online, if you were leaving comments during the interval, just catching up now. So we'll just begin out the round number 2. Our second elite bout of today. Colin Kearney and Paul Tsort. And we are just about to go into round number 3 between Colin Kearney and Paul Tsort. My name's Jamie. You're watching the Boxing Scotland Youth and Elite Championships on Boxing Scotland's YouTube channel, as well as JTV Live. You can check out jtvscotland.com/JTV Live to watch it back. There are a few people asking for bouts that have already happened. We're about to go into round number 3. As I said, Colin Kearney in the red corner and Paul Tsort in the blue. Now there's 3 bouts on after this. So we've done that's the end of round number 3. And we will just cut.
Ladies and gentlemen, two fantastic boxers. And please show your appreciation once again for both these boxers.
The winners cam doesn't look that healthy, so we'll stay in this view.
The referee, Mr. George Brown, brings both boxers together. Your judges' scorecards are in. The winner through to the next round of the Elite 16.5 kilogram contest by unanimous decision. In the red corner, Colin Kearney.
So we're going to call in
Saul Store.
Unfortunately for Saul Store, Saul is one of my favourite boxers that I see boxing constantly. Always gets out to many home shows. Never one to back down my bout.
Bout number 13, boxers to the ring, please. Bout number 13, boxers to the ring.
So we've got Charlie Doig and Aidan Gemmell making their way to the ring. Charlie, if you've been keeping an eye on the Box Scotland social media, has just returned from a trip in Canada.
Is an elite men's 63.5 kilogram featherweight. Let's see your boxers. Boxing out of the red corner. He represents the St. Francis Boxing Club. He is Charlie Doig. His opponent across the ring. Boxing out of the blue corner, representing the Urban Viber Boxing Club, Aidan Gemmell. Your referee in charge is Mr. Paul O'Connor, 3 3-minute rounds.
Quick shout out to Sam Hickey, who's watching online, who's also boxing today. We were mentioning it earlier. There's links on Boxing Scotland's Facebook page. If you want to see Sam, Sam's bout, and also Lennon Mulligan. Yeah, we mentioned earlier that Sonny Kerr and Aaron Cullen also boxed earlier. Aaron taking gold and Sonny taking silver. And they were boxing in Lithuania. Don't forget you can watch all this back on jtvscotland.com/JTVLive. So as Ben was saying earlier, we will have all the youth finals tomorrow, and then the elites will continue through both weekends to next Saturday as well. And the details of which you can find at boxingscotland.org. Just look at the latest news, and you can also check in their Facebook pages. So 2 more bouts after this will be John Stevenson and Mark Johnston, and then Daniel Berry and Chris Nesbitt. Ben also said tomorrow we'll have 2 rings. So there'll be a lot going on. We're going to borrow this camera that you see now, just because it gets a higher view of the ring. There must be some dancing shown in the next building. I think there's some Harry Potter music. So I go for round number 1. Hi John Wilson, how you doing? Thanks also for sending me Kyle Boyd's first professional fight. I'll have that up later. We're just working on closing one of my shops and moving to another, so this week's been a bit busy, but I will post that later today. I just need to edit the cups together, so thanks for that. Norman McVicker, how you doing? So we're just about to go into round number 2 between Charlie Doig in the red corner and Aidan Kemmel in the blue. You're watching Boxing Scotland's Youth and Elite Championships. This is JATVLive's coverage on Boxing Scotland's YouTube channel, and also JTV and JTV Raw. And the benefit today is we can flip at any point to Boxing Scotland's live camera. Now it does look like the blue corner has retired the boxer, which means Charlie Doig will be announced the winner. And the medical staff will just check over both boxers before a winner is announced.
Ladies and gentlemen, showing appreciation for both these boxers. The safety of the boxers is always paramount. Your referee, Mr. McConnell, brings both boxers together. The winner and through to the next round of the Elite 16.5 kilogram contest by RSCI in the red corner, Charlie Doyle.
So down to Charlie, as we said earlier, just returned
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your paws going.
Canada.
Opponent, Aidan Gemmell.
Next up, John Stevenson and Mark Johnson. He's just making their way to the ring. We'll see if we just have a little bit of time for our advert for the Scottish Boxer of the Year Awards. So that's our Scottish Boxer of the Year Awards. Details are up on jtvscotland.com/awards. Make sure you're nominating for boxers, even for international tournaments. So any bouts that are going on today, for example, some that are going on, I'm just going to pass back to Vincent as announces.
He represents the Ford Root Boxing Club. He is John Stevenson. His opponent facing him across the ring, boxing out of the blue corner, representing the New Hill Boxing Club, Mark Johnson. Your referee in charge is Mr. Stevie Morrison. 3 3-minute rounds.
So just come back, John Stevenson in the red corner and Mark Johnson in the blue. And this is round number 1. And then we have one more bout after this. And that'll be us done for today. A nice wee day to get out to enjoy the sun. So just about to go into round number 2. This is John Stevenson and Mark Johnston. We've got one more bout after this, Daniel Berry and Chris Nesbitt. So guys, just to reiterate some of the information that was announced this morning by Craig McAvoy from Boxing Scotland regarding boxers competing in the Elite and Youth National Championships. So on behalf of the performance team, Craig says he wants to wish everyone all the best. He said that, as you're aware, the majority of the elite boxer group have not entered this year's championships, as they're entered in the final stages of the 2022 Commonwealth Games selection period. He said it's vital for boxers to participate in the international competition to gain points for selection, ensure that they qualify as many boxers as possible. He goes on to say, in terms of the selection for the elite boxer group, or indeed any development in next generation groups, the biannual pathway programme is the primary method of entry. However, due to the recent pandemic and the associated restrictions on club and national activity, Craig's announcing there'll be potential wildcard opportunities to gain selection into both the development group and the next generation groups. And these tournaments, the Elite and Youth semi-finals onwards, so all finalists in the semi-finals and the winners will receive a letter inviting them into a high performance centre in April after the elite finals for an assessment. If successful during this assessment, boxers will then be invited to a multi-nation sparring camp in May, where they'll be given the opportunity to showcase their skills against international opposition, and then boxers may go on to enter these groups. So check that information out, Boxing Scotland's Facebook page. We'll quickly this is round number 3. And in the ring, John Stevenson and Mark Johnson. So, just because someone had asked me about that information, so there is a way that boxers that are involved in this elite and youth championships, if they do get to the semis onwards, then they will be invited by Boxing Scotland to have an opportunity to be selected to then go forward to a national multi-nation sparring camp. There's a few stages to it. The first one will be a letter inviting them to the High Performance Centre, and then they may be selected to take part in that multi-nation sparring camp. And then a few of them will be offered a place in the Elite Boxer or Development Group. So exact dates will be included in the letter, and they'll be distributed. But back in the ring, it's a lot of action. And so Stephen Morrison making his voice heard in that ring. A great referee. And the official from Falkirk Phoenix Boxing Club. We've got the home show coming up in a few months, and we'll be there. There was a few walkovers after this. Brendan Riley withdrawn, so Jordan McBride gets a walkover. Ross McAllister gets a walkover over Ben Monroe. Topal Ali gets a walkover over Christopher Ketchin. Luke McFadden withdrawn, so Ahmed Saleh gets a walkover. And finally Sean Doherty withdraws, so Aaron Devine gets a walkover. So next up will be Daniel Berry and Chris Nesbitt. That'll be a final bout of today. And don't forget you can watch back the whole live stream on jtvscotland.com/JTVLive, and it will also be available on Boxing Scotland's Facebook, YouTube channels. You can also see a recent coverage of the Southside Boxing Academy home show, as well as the Campus Nevin Miners home show, and the Novice Championships are on there as well, as well as last year's Antonine home show, New York Hills Boxing home show, Argos, some bouts for there, Jacobites Boxing home show. So we will just await Vincent Kane as he announces the winner. Don't forget you can advertise on future Boxing Scotland live streams by emailing inquiries@boxingscotland.org, or if you want to advertise on JTV's live streams at the home shows, Jamie at jtvraw.com.
The winner through to the next round of the Elite 71.5 kilogram contest by unanimous decision in the blue corner, Matt Johnson. Ladies and gentlemen, keep your applause going for his opponent, John Stevenson.
So we've got one more bout left. Daniel Berry and Chris Nesbitt as they make their way to the ring. You've been watching Boxing Scotland's Youth and Elite Championships here at the Ravenscraig Sports Facility.
Is Jordan McBride of Glenrothes.
So Peter Bergen and Fred Hanaway.
Going through to the next round, there's Ross McAllister of the
Not on my list, so maybe tomorrow if you check out boxingscotland.org they'll give you a list of all the bouts coming up.
Number 17 is a walkover. Going through to the next round is Topal Ali, doing Hamer's Boxing Club. Number 18 of the afternoon is a walkover. Going through to the next round, representing Joneses, Ahmed Salah. meeting of the afternoon is the men's elite 75 kilogram contest. Let's be good boxers. Boxers to the ring, please. Boxers to the ring.
This is Daniel Berry in the red corner and Chris Nesbitt in the blue. This will be our final bout of today.
Ladies and gentlemen, is bout number 20 in the afternoon is a walkover. Going through to the next round of the contest representing Elgin Boxing Club is Aaron Devine.
So just those details again. Or we'll do it now.
Let's introduce you to your boxer. Boxing out of the red corner. He represents the St. Francis Boxing Club. He is Daniel Berry. His opponent facing him across the ring. Boxing out of the blue corner, representing the Well-Level Boxing Club, Chris Nesbitt. Your referee in charge is Mr. George Brown. 3 3-minute rounds.
As you said, this is the men's 75 kg elites. Dan Berry on the green, boxing out of the blue corner, and Chris Nesbitt on the black and the blue, boxing out of the red. Did I say that right? So Dan in the boxing out the blue corner, and Chris boxing from the red. Don't forget, if you check out Boxing Scotland's Facebook page, you'll see all the information regarding the international bouts that are on. So Sonny comes home with a silver, Sonny Kerr comes home with a silver. I've not seen that contest, but I know people were watching. It was very, very close. And he was boxing a boxer from Lithuania when the event was in Lithuania, which is always an advantage to the home boxer. And Aaron Cullen has got the gold for Scotland after he won in a unanimous decision. So well done to Aaron. Here are the details. See Lennon Mulligan and Sam Hickey. Box at the European Under-22s. Is on Box Scotland's channel as well. So this is the final bout of today, and I need to go back to the work. And since I spent so much time on it, we'll just switch to my camera as you can then see the wee visuals. Look at that wee box always. His wee head spins around. I did try and get a blue glove boxer made in that to match the red one. So we'll go round number 2. So thanks to everybody watching at home or at work if you're in the North Sea. We do appreciate your support. And when I was chatting to Ben Ella, we did say that streaming is relatively new to Olympic style boxing in Scotland. I do believe we're getting better each time. And we'll only get better. So there's a few options. Shirley McCormack, how you doing? Mother of the Royal Navy boxer and Renfrewshire Boxing's Jason McCormack, who was the first ever boxer we interviewed for JTV Raw. And after a long chat with Shoney and Jason, we came up with the name JTV Raw, partially because we were both boxing fans. And they obviously have Monday Night Raw, Raw is War, whatever you want to call it. So JTV Raw became the boxing channel, whereas JTV focused on everything else we were covering at the time. I do find myself covering boxing more than anything else. Jackie Charles said hello to Norman McVicker already. Kieran 35. I get all the usernames, I don't get your real names. A lot of the comments have been nice. I never said that at the beginning. They keep comments nice and clean, but a lot of comments today have been fine. So guys, we've got one more round left, and then that's us done for today. As Ben said earlier, tomorrow we'll have 2 rings on. You can find the details, we'll post it on our Facebook pages. Try and get them up early, it should be about 11 o'clock start. It has been a quieter event with 20 bouts originally. Only 11 of them went ahead. But it's nice and sunny outside. So we'll finish up early, no complaints, as these boxers progress further into the Youth and Elite Championships. The finals for the youths will all be tomorrow. Now watch this, watch the wee guy's head spin. See that? Made that myself. There we go, round number 3. Daniel Berry and Chris Nesbitt. And we'll flip back to Box Scotland. live cam so you can see a better view of the ring. Now we're approaching the final moments of the final bout, or the final round. Final, said that the wrong way around, but you know what I meant. So just cleaning Dan's mouth guard. The last few settings, I think the bell will ring literally as soon as it starts. What did I say? What did I say? Good luck both boxers. We will have
Ladies and gentlemen, show your appreciation for both these boxers.
an announcement. Your ring announcer, Vincent Keane. Now, I've just been reminded there's a few big names boxing tomorrow.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Get to that in a wee minute once we get.
Your referee, Mr. George Brown, brings both boxers together. Your judges' scorecards are in. The winner through to the next round of the 75 kilogram elite contest on a 4-1 split decision. And the red corner, Chris Nesbitt.
So the night, Chris Nesbitt. Daniel Berry obviously thought he'd done enough.
Daniel Berry.
Alright, that does conclude today's contest.
We'll be back here tomorrow. The weekend is between 8 and 9. Boxing will commence at 11 o'clock. There will be 2 rings running tomorrow. So get here early to get your seats. Thank you very much for attending. Safe journey home.
So tomorrow we have 2 rings on. Boxing Scotland will have 1. I'll have the other. A few of the names boxing tomorrow will be boxing some of the people who have been boxed obviously today. We get Brandon Grant, freestyle Andrew Snedden, look forward to that. Ben Patterson, Fred Hanaway. Also, they'll be boxing tomorrow. Someone asked that earlier. We get Paul Duffy, Tyler Simpson, Anib Shoaib, and we've got Ali Mohammed from Skyax, Dylan Arbico, Christopher Fleming, Ross Hutchison, Kieran McMaster, Nicholas Devlin, Connor Crawford, Caitlin Greaves, Charlie Wilson. Jonathan Kamath will be boxing someone at Box today. Fabrizio Di Battista, I maybe done an interview with him in Italian. He'll be boxing Martin Kerr from Renfrewshire Boxing. That's going to be a belter. Then we've got Lewis Henderson, Ross Arix, William Kerr, Oro Salaji. I need to ask him how to pronounce his surname. It's a belter name. Jimmy Lang, Wasim Anib, Matthew Clark, Matthew McDonald, Lewis Kerr, Navid Hayati, Greg Patterson, Fraser Edwards, Harry McGrenrat, Aaron Logan, Ryan Cannon, Oliver Casasula, Lewis Fleming, Kieran Bergen, Jack Grieve, Alex Arthur, Mohammed Zakaria, that'll be a decent one as well. Ali Lang, Robert McNulty, it's going to be an absolute belter about. Then we've got Semuras Abdullah, or Ronald Devlin, another boxer I've not seen in a while, but a very, very good boxer. Robert Muir, James Nelson, look forward to that. And then finally Nathan Tarr and George Carson. So I see what ring this thing, because I don't want to pick. The model will decide. So guys, that's it from me. Thanks so much for watching. We're watching JTV's coverage of Boxing Scotland's Youth and Elite Championships here at Ravenscraig Sports Facility. I'll be back tomorrow. Because it's up on the screen, if you want to advertise, then get in touch. You can sponsor future live bouts. If you want to sponsor JTV streams and JTV, the details are jamie@jtvraw.com. You can email us, or inquiries@boxingscotland.org. So that's it for today. Well done everyone at the box. Thanks to all the officials, the Boxing Scotland team, and I shall see you tomorrow. I'll leave you with this advert. Don't forget, you can nominate for the Boxing Scotland Awards, and I'll see you